gamers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke POKEATH'LOCKE Season 3. Today, we're going to be picking up where we left off last time, having taken on the 8th and final gym, winning our badge from the water gym leader, Adram, and making our way now over here to Evergrande City to walk through the Victory Road on our way to the Pokemon League. So that's what we're going to be doing today. You guys can see on the overlay there that the sidebar has been updated, and our team has changed just a little bit since the gym, obviously, because we had it kind of set up for the water gym. And we can see Bonnie, Churchill, Casper, Bertha, Watson, and Yuka there. Kind of the team I kind of consider like my core team at this point. Really, once we lost Kahar, I guess Bertha's kind of been around a real long time, so maybe Bertha falls into that as well. But it was kind of Bonnie, Yuka, Churchill, and Kahar, and then we kind of had one or two rotating spots there. But anyway, planning on making our way through the Victory Road today. Oh, hello, Tor, it's Amy. Oh, Amy wants to talk, does she? Okay, great. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing is heading on through here. So let's jump right on into it. We've got a long road ahead of us, and a lot of victory to be had. Now, I think to really get going here, we have to just kind of... well, wait, is this... no, it's a Hariyama. All right. I was going to say, we do potentially have an encounter here in the Victory Road that we will have to take note of, but Hariyama is not a Little Cup eligible Pokemon, so we will not be using Hariyama. But we will be battling Wally kicking off today. Today's going to be a nice day full of patron encounters here in the Victory Road. I think we're looking at like 3 patrons here, so once we beat Wally, we'll probably be starting in on those guys. As such, I want to take the time today to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about becoming a patron, and not because I'm like, oh, support me. God, please support. No, but because it's just been so much fun. It's been so much fun battling all my different patrons throughout the course of this last part of this. What was that? Dragon Dance? Oh, okay. This last part of the series, and again, special thanks to Addy for all of his fine work and coming up with the idea himself of hacking the patrons into this series. It's been so much fun running into Scad and D-Miner and Addy and Talon. Talon was in the Aqua Vase. I think we're running into Thunder, Klungar, and ECAT today, I think is what we're potentially looking at. I didn't see who they were bringing in. Let's switch. Let's bring in Watson. Seems like a good enough guess. But yeah, so 3 potential patrons today, so we'll have to keep an eye out there. I've taught Waterfall to Watson for the time being. As I've said before, after today, I will be going through, and those Pokemon who are coming in on the Elite Four team will be getting the TM treatment. Full Restore on Delicate. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Full Restores. Most of the gym leaders here in the cave are, I think, like, they're all the Cool Trainer or Ace Trainer class, or whichever one is, like, the fancy rich guy class in this generation. Rosalia. Yes, we will switch out for Rosalia. Back into Bonnie, I guess. We'll bring Bonnie back in. Took a little bit of a shot from that Altaria, but... that's alright, we'll quick throw up the flamethrower here. Should finish off the Rosalia. But yeah, so we'll be doing the TM treatment here in a bit, but we need a couple of... I think we need Rock Smash, Strength, Waterfall, Surf, and Flash to just get through Victory Road. So they kind of really force the whole... about to send in Magneton, which will change Pokemon. No, Bonnie can take care of Magneton. So they really kind of force the HM thing here at Owen. But yeah, so as soon as we're done with today, I'll fly back to wherever I think it's Lily Cove, where the move deleter is, and we'll get that taken care of. ECAT even gave me a nice list of places where I can find heart scales with the item finder, or the the item finder. So that's not a tool I generally use, but Gardevoir, yeah, we'll switch for Gardevoir. It's not a tool I generally use, but that'll be useful. That means I won't have to catch a bunch of love discs potentially. So I'll probably do that, and we'll make sure that we get our Pokemon all sorted out in time for the Elite Four. And I'd kind of been thinking, I've been rewatching the Nuzlocke and the Wedlocke, so seasons 1 and 2 of this particular POKEATH'LOCKE, and I kind of was like, I was realizing, like, in Season 1, we were super attached to the team that ended up in the Hall of Fame transfer pool. Because, like, we had gone through hell with those guys. I mean, we lost so many. We lost almost as many Pokemon in the first season of the POKEATH'locke, in that dice lock, than I think we lost in almost the entirety of the Hexath'locke. I think there was like, we lost 12 Pokemon, 12 or 13 Pokemon in... No, I think we lost 15 Pokemon in the dice lock. And I think we only lost 18 Pokemon in all 6 seasons of the Hexath'locke. So it was a bloody run. And so by the time we got out of that, we had all been tried by fire, and everybody, we were just super close with everybody. Luna and Techno and Sari and Morden and Fiverr and Kalik. And so, I mean, that was awesome. And then we kind of went into Crystal. And even though some of those Pokemon, and I guess by some of those Pokemon I mean specifically Bonnie, that made it into the transfer pool that we didn't really see a lot throughout the course of this series, we've grown a lot closer to because of, you know, Bonnie getting transferred. You guys apparently liked Bonnie enough that you wanted to see her transferred into the treasure, which is fine. But I feel like there's like, I think like Penelope and Aragorn are in our transfer pool, and honestly I think we used them maybe like twice, and honestly they weren't very good, so why I felt the need to bring them into the transfer pool, I don't know. Because, like, who's going to vote for Pokemon that, like, you have no actual sentimental attachment to, sort of thing? And so all of this is to say that I kind of was thinking, okay, well, since we had both Steven and, okay, this as I'm talking here, this looks like a patron. Let's lead Yuka. Get our starter out. So as, can I offer you some coffee? All right, here we go. ECAT, I'm guessing. Expert Espresso Cat would like to battle. Espresso Cat sent out Absol. Absol is to be expected, yes. Let's see here. Let's go for the Mega Drain. All right, doesn't do amazing. Sets up the Future Sight for Saw and Attack. Let's go for the Mega Drain again. My guess is, given the way that Eddie does this... Okay, no, we didn't act. Maybe they don't have, I was going to say, my guess is that based on the way Eddie does the changing, that they probably still have the full restores that most of the trainers in here would have. But to use Volbeat with Tortimer Pokemon, yes. We will switch for the Volbeat. That's what, just pure bug, so Bonnie can come in and wreck house. So we'll get a flamethrower. I was going to throw up a flamethrower. Future Sight is what I want to say. So that's it to protect. All right. Come on, ECAT, give me your best shot. So Absol is ECAT, one of ECAT's favorite Pokemon. So that's, I should have expected to see Absol. Volbeat is only here because back when we were in Fort Tree City, I traded our Volbeat Dre for Strawberry, the Plus because I'm like, I'm never using Dre. It's garbage Pokemon. And ECAT got very offended. He's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Volbeat is the greatest. So I'm sure that is why Volbeat is here. Medicham, Torture 1. Yeah, don't want my Dark type out against Fighting type. But it is a Fighting Psychic type, right? So I guess we'll let our Ghost type moves do the work here. Casper getting good work in. Set up the Mind Reader. Took aim at Casper. I'm not sure what that means, but that's all right. Because it's not going to get the chance to do nothing. Take that, Medicham. Casper getting good. So there we go. Our first of many patrons, Expert Espresso Cat. Espresso is amazing. Hey, the Brew Crew! Alright, sure you don't want some coffee? Fantastic. Alrighty. ECAT is actually running his own Hexath'locke type series right now on his channel, so if you have not checked that out, make sure to do so. We made it through there alright, so we'll just kind of keep on keeping on. Yeah, so here we go. We need Flash. I think I taught Casper Flash. Another one of those moves that'll be removed and replaced with something else. I think I got rid of Screech for it or something. Layer on! Alright, what we're going to actually do is I'm going to throw up I'm going to go ahead and throw up a, Repel is what I want. There we are. 30 of them. All right. Fantastic. So, yeah, we're going to throw up a Repel. If there is Pokemon that we can encounter here, I think when I looked way back in the day, there might be Arons in here and or Sableyes that we could potentially use. So, can I go this way? Let's check this out. And so, if that is the case... I will come back at a later date and deal with that. I don't want to be dealing with wild encounters all day in the off chance that we'll get an unevolved Pokemon we can actually use. Alright, here's another battle. Who did I have up front? Yuka. Alright. So let's see what, to win your way through the Pokemon League, you need to trust your Pokemon. And so, yeah, so anyway, I was talking before about the transfer pool sort of thing. And so we're getting towards the end of the series, and I was talking about how, you know, rewatching those series, you know, we're really attached to the Pokemon that ended up in the transfer pool. Ooh! Gengar, huh? Okay. Bonnie, please help! Bonnie, please! Nightshade. I think that's a basic. Ouch. I will Crunch. Crunch will just finish off Gengar. And we won't have to be... That's a big, scary Pokemon. Oh, man. Kangaroo. How we were really attached to the Pokemon that were in the first season, and that there was some Pokemon that just because we had the opportunity to get more than the one team worth of Pokemon into the transfer pool, I took that opportunity, and I got a lot more Pokemon in there. And some of those Pokemon were awesome, like Bonnie and her mate, Aang, and things like that. And then it was like, okay, well, here's this Hitmontop that we used once or twice, and he was kind of garbage each time. And this guy is running. What you running for there, mate? The thought that I'm getting closer to Pokemon League, I'm getting some stage fright. And so I was kind of going along a similar track. Oh, cool trader Thunder. Okay, would like to battle. Ooh, I want to make sure I give Thunder his due here. So let's check this out. Yuka. Let's see. It's Bug Ghost. Can only be hit by super effective. I've got nothing. So probably Bonnie again, honestly. So let's bring her in. Probably need to slap a Hyper Potion on our girl. Confuse Rays, less than ideal. Let's go for the Crunch. Should have gone for Feint Attack. Ooh, Mind Reader. Took aim at Bonnie. Let's not lose Bonnie to a random Shedinja. Well, not a random Shedinja. Thunder would be very upset if he killed Bonnie, I would think. Although maybe you guys want to kill my Pokemon? I don't know. I got Perish Songs and Shadow Trapping Why Nots and all kinds of stuff. Mind Reader. What are they? What is taking aim? What does Mind Reader do? All right. Let's go Feint Attack. Come on, Bonnie, you can fight through it, girl. Yes. All right. These things only have 1 HP, right? So, oh baby, down goes the Shedinja. You won't catch me, Thunder. With Vaporeon. Yep, we'll switch for Vaporeon. We'll bring Watson in. But yeah, so I was kind of going a similar track as I did in the Crystal run, where I was like, oh, we've got 2 battles to potentially get Pokemon into the Hall of Fame. Let's just get every single Pokemon we've ever caught. So not quite that drastic, but like I had made some notes for some of the Pokemon that I thought I might want to bring on the different teams. So I'd kind of made a list of the different teams I was going to build for each. Houndoom, Torch Change Pokemon. Yeah, let's bring Churchill in for Houndoom. Watson's taking a hit there. And this will be a good way for Churchill, as we're wrapping up the run in Hoenn, for Churchill to kind of show his wife that he does not have a thing for Houndooms. And he can go back to Johto and reconcile with Clementine after all of his shenanigans. But sending Gardevoir with Torchill going, yep. Bring Casper back in. So I've started this sentence so many times, and I apologize. But Thunder's team is just very, very cool. All right, we'll throw the Shadow Ball. But yeah, so I kind of I had Crawdad, the Corphish, on the team for Steven. And I love Corphish, but you guys neither saw me catch Corphish or even use Corphish once in this entire series. So I'm like, why would I set it up so that Corphish is in the transfer pool? Why would I do that? Like, it's not sentimental for me. It's not sentimental for you. Nobody's going to ever vote for a Corphish that they've never seen in the transfer. Like, that's just not... So, I've been switching things around. Stop on a grudge, yeah. I was switching things around after having rebushed this series. I'm like, it's really stupid to just, cram Pokemon into this thing for no reason. So, I mean, obviously, the Steven battle is going to change based on who survives the Elite Four next episode, but... Still, it's one of those things where it's just like, you know what, it really had to kind of change my strategy there. Because the whole point of the transfer pool thing is supposed to be sentimentality and things like that. So, alright, so if we battle Thunder, that means we are just on the lookout for Klungar at this point. So that's fun. Okay. Oh, wait, this puts us back at the beginning. Okay, so we went that way, and I think it just led us to an item. So hold on, let's go... Was there another way over here by Thunder? Oop, my repel wore off, apparently. Oop, max repel, sure, why not? So yeah, switching around my teams a little bit to make sure that the Pokemon... Oh yeah, here we go. That the Pokemon we're using are actually Pokemon that people are going to care to see to the best of my ability. Obviously, if our team gets, mostly wiped during the Elite Four, then we'll have to use some Pokemon that we're not used to seeing necessarily. But, ooh... that's not a great matchup. Let's bring Churchill in. But yeah, so that's just kind of a thought I was having. But anyway, so all that's to say, we're talking about, you know, transfer pools and everything, talking about next season. And as we're spending the day battling a lot of patrons, already took down ECAT and Thunder, looking for Big Bro Klungar here at some point. Come on, Churchill, just finish off the Pidgeot. Want to talk about next season. So, it is now a tier on my Patreon. So this is kind of just a thing that Addy came up with. I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. We should totally do that. And then we kind of just did it. Patron used Blastoise. Unfortunately, we're going, yeah. Let's bring Yuka in for Blastoise. And it is now a thing on the Patreon. So, we're going to do what we did this season, where all existing patrons are good to go. You don't have to worry about tiers or anything like that. I think there's only like 1 or 2 of you that even fall below. It's the $5 tier right now on Patreon. And I think there's 1 or 2 of you that potentially fall below that. But I'm not penalizing any existing patrons for their pledge being lower than what the existing tier is. So if you are already a patron, you don't have to worry about this. But if anybody's interested in becoming a new patron, in order to participate in the series, it's a $5 tier thing. So, I wanted to I didn't want to exclude any people who have been supporting me for years and years and years just because, oh, they're slightly below the monthly threshold thing, because I don't really care. So, Blastoise, Luvdisc, Pidgeot. This is an interesting team. Yes, I'm going to switch because Yuka's PP is getting a little low. Let's bring Watson in. And so, one, if you guys are already patrons, you're good to go. Nothing, no changes need to be made. But what you do need to do is, as we are wrapping up, because we got this episode, which is already, you know, halfway done, we've got next episode with the Elite Four, and then we have one episode after that where we're probably going to be taking on some legendaries and Steven. But then this season is over. So what I need you guys to do, if you guys have not done so already, I need you to begin, okay, let's see. Let's go up the stairs first and see what we got. I need you guys to go ahead and, okay, so we got a ladder there. And we got this guy here. I'm going to switch Yuka out. Let's put Bertha up. What I need you guys to do, if you're already patrons, no changes need to be made to anything in Patreon. But what I do need you to do is start thinking about, okay, so next season is a Pokemon Platinum random lock. And your teams will not necessarily need to be randomized, because what Addy's going to do, he kind of just told me this. I had no say in the matter. But what Addy said is he's going to go ahead and take care of the randomizer for me. And then he is going to, once the randomization has happened, then the ROM is just stable. And he can go ahead then and plug in the trainers. So, you guys won't get randomized wherever, so you can still pick your teams. So you need to pick your teams. Obviously, we'll be through Gen 4, so you can use Gen 4 Pokemon and pick whichever, so Whaler, Tortimer, yep. And so you can pick whichever Pokemon you guys want to use between Gen 1s and Gen 4. And given that the game is going to be randomized, now this wasn't really something that we had said, like we kind of had said that, okay, people be random trainers, but then Addy broke his own rule. I think he's the one who said that in the first place. And then Addy became a gym leader, but, which is fine. With next season, wait, did it say Gardevoir again? Or did it say Graveler? I don't know what it said. I'm going to throw out Casper just to be safe. There's a lot of Gardevoir. Oh, no, it did say Graveler. Okay, well, that works too. With next season being all randomized... Oh, no. Magnitude 9. No. Oh. No, thank you, Graveler. Please do not kill my Pokemon in Victory Road from some random cool trainer. The little shrimp is tough. That's just rude. But since all of the trainers are going to be randomized, and like the first gym, Rourke's gym, isn't going to be rock types because it's all going to be completely randomized. At least I believe that's how it works. It'll just be, he'll just have a random team of Pokemon. Then you guys could realistically, this could be fun. Let's get Bonnie and Churchill up here to do their dynamic duo here doing a battle for us. You guys could realistically be gym leaders and stuff if you wanted to in next season, because it's really, it's not something that is going to affect the gameplay at all, at least negatively. This is not actually a really good matchup here. All right, let's Casper shift and nope, and let's Yuka shift. So, because, like, again, I don't really know what to expect from working them anyway, it's not going to negatively affect... Ooh! It's not going to negatively affect my my experience by making it so that I'm suddenly, oh no, now it's Patreon, I don't really know what to expect, because I'm not going to know what to expect anyway. So if you guys were so inclined, you guys could go ahead and be gym leaders or whatever, Elite Four member, I mean, whatever you guys want to be, any trainer, so go ahead, look through a walkthrough or whatever, find a route or a trainer or a gym or whatever you guys want to be, and let Addie know what all that is going to be. Okay, swapped abilities. So does that mean we have Levitate now? Does that mean we no longer will be hit by their Shadow Balls? Let's go ahead and finish off that Clay Doll with that, and we'll Mega Drain this one. Keep our health up in case something weird happens. Health up high enough at least. We should have targeted the other one because then it would have been 2v1. Now they're going to throw out the other Pokemon. That was stupid. Why'd I do that? Lantern is an interesting one that I did not expect. Casper... Ooh, they basically kill their own Lantern. I'll take that, actually. Okay, so... Let's do that and that. Ooh, full restore on the Lantern. All right, well, whichever. But yeah, so patrons, non-patrons, well, existing patrons and future patrons, I guess, alike. You guys could be any trainer whatsoever. There's no limit at all going into the next season. So to keep that in mind and get your information over to Addie. If you want to become a patron and to become an NPC trainer in the episodes that we do for next season, and for every season going forward for which you continue to be a patron, then you can do that. You just go to patreon.com/TortimerTheGray, and you can join in the fun as well. All right, let's finish this off. Ouch. We're so screwed in the Elite Four, man. Oh man, we're getting our butts kicked just here in the Victory Road. And all right, Hyper Potion. We have not run into Klungar yet, and I worry that he's letting the rest of the route tenderize me a bit, and then he will come in and take care of business. But we'll keep on. I think we're running through mostly everybody who we should be, so hopefully we won't miss him here. But Arbok comes in up against Bonnie. Intimidate. We will go ahead and get Bonnie out because we've got Churchill for such occasions. But yeah. So. Again, if you are an existing patron, get your information over to Addie. Let him know what your team you want it to be. Pokemon Gens 1 through 4, Churchill, Bio Pal, and who you would like to replace, and what trainer class you want to be, all that kind of stuff. Just like you guys did this season, you guys basically know the drill. But get that information over to him because we're getting so close to the end here. Torture 1, yeah. It's so close to the end here that we're getting kind of close. There might be a week or two break between this generation or this season and next season, but realistically, I'm kind of want to jump right into it, especially with the summer coming up, which is sometimes hard for me to record. The sooner I can get going on it, I can start getting some stuff potentially pre-recorded to get me through those lulls of periods where I may not have some time to actually get things recorded, sort of thing. So it's good to get that stuff going, and I've got all the overlays and thumbnails and stuff made for it already. So basically, we're just waiting on the ROM, and we'll be good to go here. So yeah, that's awesome. So make sure you do that. Let me know once you have done that, and I will. Do I have any full restores? Does not appear as if I do. All right. We will then throw a Hyper Potion on Churchill. And we bought full heals for sure. I remember that. Yes, there we are. So we'll use that on Churchill as well. So yeah, we're just waiting on you guys. So that'll be great. Let's see. Oop, there's an item over here. Oh, we got another trainer. Let's see what he wants. Train together with my family, each one of us. Is this Vito? It is Vito. All right, this is the Winstraight kid up against Bonnie. I guess we'll just let Bonnie do this. Bonnie's kind of OP. Yeah, see, she's just like, whatever. But just an Electrode. Yes, for Electrode we will switch, whether for explosions or electric attacks. Churchill, way to go. But yeah, so again, let me know when you do that so I know not to pester you. just post in our Patron Snappers chat, and we'll be all good to go. And any new patrons, we will get you added as soon as possible. And we can add people throughout the course of the season, so if you're not able to now, if you decide you're able to later, then we can get that sorted at that date. All right, Casper, let's bring you in for the Kadabra. Alrighty. Trina Veto. Shadow Ball. Future Sight. So after Veto here, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up for a little bit until we hit Klungar, because I'm sure he's in here somewhere. Shiftry, Touch Pokemon, yes. For Shiftry, I guess it's Bonnie again. So yeah, we'll split up till we hit Klungar, and depending on where he is, maybe we'll speed up after that. I think we're getting pretty close to the end here, but you never know, I guess. So we'll just kind of catch you guys back as soon as this, once this battle's over, and we'll see you back when we hit Klungar. Alright, guys, see you then. Okay, here we are, guys. You think you can beat me, little bro? I'm assuming this is Klungar. I probably should have looked and see where my health and stuff was at. I did not heal, which could be problematic. He leads off with a Gengar. Bonnie already took care of one of those pretty well today, so we'll let her go ahead and do that. Down goes the Gengar. All right, Gengar is definitely one of Klungar's favorites. Blaziken is another, absolutely. All right, so let's switch. Yeah. Let's let Watson do it. Let Watson do it. Need as much screen time with Watson as we can get, because I really like Watson, and I do want Watson in the transfer pool, despite what we talked about before. But he is a later addition to the team, and so I want to get you guys as much exposure to him as possible. Although he is going to be very helpful to us in the Elite Four. A lot of resistances and power and stuff like that. Venusaur, Torture Woman, yes. Let's see. Probably Bonnie again, right? Bonnie was a good pick, you guys. She has really pulled us through this this run. Down goes the Venusaur. Fantastic, which means Alakazam, right? Oh, no. Starmie. I get to you, Klungar like Starmie, but would have expected Alakazam. Maybe if you had one more slot. All right, what was it? Starmie? Yeah. Let's let Watson do it. I was going to say Yuka, but Yuka's already level 58, so we'll let Watson do it. All right, that took me off guard. I was expecting Alakazam. Maybe he figured Scad would have us covered in that realm. Ooh, almost took down the Starmie. I guess this is going to heal, right? Yeah, there we go. There's the full restore. Let's give this one more go, Watson. You got it, buddy. Nothing. Let's go for the waterfall. Confuse Ray. We can both play that game. Come on, Watson, just hit it. Yes, yes. Not very effective, but it is very effective if you'd like to think about it. Once again, experience. Feed a cool trigger, Klungar. Looks like I'm the little bro. Fun. All right, nope, no evolutions. You've made it this far. Keep the momentum going and become the champion. If anyone can, it's you. Aw, thanks, bro. That means a lot to me. Alright, no items over here. Okay, another double battle. We have gotten dangerously close to getting kind of screwed in some double battles recently, actually. And they're, as much as I love them, they're not really super safe at this juncture. Oh, we can just walk right past these people? That seems like a failure to, it seems like a failure. I'm gonna do that. I think capping it off with the battle with Klungar is good, and then I'll come back and during my grinding, I'll battle those guys. Evergrande City, we made it, guys. We made it. I don't want this episode to get too long. We've done a lot of battles today, so I don't think you guys will miss it. I'll do them off camera. Yeah, guys, here we are. We made it to Evergrande City. I'm going to go ahead and heal. But then we're going to call it a day, guys, and I will be back with you guys next episode. So, yeah, if you guys, again, what I need from you guys today, we're going to have little action items from each episode from the rest of the series. This time, I need to know about what you guys want to do with your patron NPCs. So if you guys are patrons or you want to become patrons, then I need some information from you guys at this point to get us rolling for next season. And then next episode, we're going to be talking about starters, and the episode after that, we're going to be talking about transfers. So all very exciting action items. I love engaging you guys at this point in the series, and you guys seem to enjoy it as well. So looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. But anyway, guys, next episode, Elite Four. We're so close to the end of this thing. It's fantastic. So we made it through unscathed today, although very nearly took some rough losses. Couple of people very close, unfortunately, but we made it through all right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Grand. You've been great. We're gonna take out the Elite Four and hopefully get through that all right. And then if that goes okay, then the episode after that will go after Steven. Oh gosh, guys. I'm gonna need to do a lot of grinding. And my guess is, at the very least, I need to get everybody to like level 70 for next episode. You guys will have to let me know if you think that's gonna be high enough. I think it's going to put us like 15 levels over the champion, maybe? I may need to go higher. You guys will have to let me know. I'm recording this the morning of the day that it's going out, so you guys probably won't see it until about lunchtime. Given by the time that I get home for lunch, it'll hopefully have rendered, and then I can get it uploaded and everything like that. Yeah, so let me know. I won't be able to do the grinding, get all the grinding done too quickly, so you guys will be able to let me know within plenty of time if you think that's going to be good enough or not. Probably going to have to get the team that goes up against Steven up to like level 100 to even be able to do that, possibly, so... Yeah, a lot of grinding in my future, a lot of grinding, but thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I can't wait to run into you guys next season in the Pokemon Platinum Random Lock. It was a lot of fun running into all my patrons today, and all the other patrons I've run in throughout the course of the latter part of this series, the season, since we kind of figured out that was something that we could do. So, I've been Tortimer the Great, you guys have been great. Have a good one.